About who?
With the Black Lives Matter shit. They like protesting in the streets again.
I thought you were talking about the boat again.
Nah, they got a new name. You know, when they be like, say my name stuff when stuff happen with the police and
Pause on the whole movement.
Pause on the whole movement. I think her name like KIYA Young. She like a police officer.
You got a new George Floyd to get behind.
She the new. I mean, it sounds horrible to say, but she the new George Floyd for Black Lives Matter.
It's always a new face.
What she did?
Probably got abused, hurt, killed.
Let's watch this.
Typical, you know.
Yeah.
I understand why it could be justified, but again, I don't make that decision. Ultimately, a grand jury is going to make that decision.
I think the video is going to speak for itself.
I still can't quite understand why his gun came out.
Hey guys, what's going on? So many of you have sent me this body cam footage of this young woman, KIYA Young, who was shot outside of a Kroger supermarket in Columbus, Ohio. And right now, the media is having an orgy fest on the fact that she was black. And
not an
it was a
orgy
police
fest,
shooting.
though.
So when you look at the commentary, some people are saying that this is clearly murder by the police officers. Others are saying that this was clearly a justified shooting. And what we do here is we try to take all that emotion out of it. So you guys know exactly what we're going to be doing in this video. We're going to be looking at the law, the constitutional standard for use of force with police officers, to educate you on what we're going to be looking for when we then look at the body cam footage. And we're going to see if we can determine through the body cam footage that's available if this officer was justified or not. And then you get to hear the spin on both.
Let me speed this shit up a little bit. So we can see the video. Cause they trying to say whether he was like justified in shooting her or not.
I mean, it's a woman.
But
Did
these
she
are
have
just
a
three
gun?
general factors that
Look
the
at the
court would
video.
just look at to say, well, can we use these factors to determine if this officer in this moment is being objective or reasonable? And these are the three factors that we're going to use today. Now, we're going to go review the body cam footage. And what I've done is that there were two officers at the scene and both their body cameras are working. So I've synced up the body cam footage and I'm going to narrate through it. So here is my evaluation of the body cam footage. So Officer 1 and Officer 2 are assisting someone who's locked their keys in their car. Officer 2 then gets notified by someone at Kroger's that this woman has just shoplifted from the store, and he goes and tries to stop this woman.
Attention 29, 3705 Managua, 3705.
What's that?
Female is hallucinating. Much draw for attend.
Hey, stop. Hey, out of the car.
Now, Officer 2 goes to the car and orders the occupant out of the vehicle, while Officer 1 is still assisting the other driver with the key lockout.
Out of the car. Out of the car. Out of the car.
Now, Officer 1 actually leaves his equipment and leaves the car that he was assisting to now cover Officer 2, who's trying to get the person out of the vehicle.
Out of the car. Out of the car.
They
They said you're still stuff, do not leave. Get out of the car. Then get out.
Now, this officer has clearly asked this motorist to exit the vehicle multiple times. And in Ohio, it is a crime to fail to comply with orders from a police officer. For instance, here is section 2921.331 of Ohio Laws and Administrative Rules from the legislature. Section B says, no person shall operate a motor vehicle so as willfully to elude or flee a police officer after receiving a visible or audible signal from a police officer to bring the person's motor vehicle to a stop.
No, then get out. Get out of the fucking car. Get out of the car. Get out of the fucking car.
Now, the suspect, after refusing to exit the vehicle,
tried to run him over.
starts driving their car forward into the police officer. Now, we've zoomed in here so you can see that police officer 1 is actually on top of the hood of the car before the fatal shot is released. The car is essentially driven into him, and he has released the one shot, killing the occupant of the vehicle.
With a white man resisting and all kind of crazy stuff, and they don't never shoot.
That's true.
Okay, so this was pretty quick, just as the facts as we have them.
He shot her
this
pretty
officer tried to arrest this individual for a simple shoplifting. One officer went to the front of the car to try to stop the car from going anyplace. The driver pressed on the gas and drove the car into the officer. The officer was on the hood of the car. A shot was discharged, and then this vehicle drove forward and eventually stopped. When the officers got into the car, they found that the driver was killed from the gunshot wound. So now,
Yeah. So people marching in the streets.
She's a shoplifter, man. Damn.
And she was pregnant.
How did he know that she was the shoplifter? He didn't know.
I mean, the police was already in the parking lot trying to help somebody get their keys out the car, and then the store called them and told the police that it was the chick or some shit like that.
They said it was a woman that just did it. They didn't say it was that woman, or did they?
Yeah, they did. Like the store called and told them.
Really was shoplifting.
Supposedly, she really was shoplifting. That's why she didn't want to get out the car.
Video from inside the State Liquor at Kroger is time-stamped 6:21 p.m. and shows KIYA Young walking around the aisles, then taking a bag out of her purse. She then takes more than a half dozen bottles of alcohol and puts them in her bag and a basket. She walks out of the store with two other women at 6:27. Police say she didn't pay for the alcohol. Exterior store surveillance video begins at 6:27 p.m., according to the timestamp, showing the officers in the parking lot helping a woman who locked herself out of her car. You can see Young walk to her black Lexus that was backed into a handicapped parking spot. Within seconds, the store employee runs out and gets the officers' attention. They then approach Young's car. At 6:28, Young begins to drive forward with the officer in front of the car. Body-worn camera video shows about a second after the car starts moving, the officer fires one shot. Some of the video is too graphic to show.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's other ways to handle it. Like, let's say, one thing you law enforcement, right?
Mm-hmm.
You mean to tell me y'all just couldn't write this woman's license plate down, bro? And then actually do some type of detective work and follow her and then apprehend her upon arrival?
It's too many white terrorists that get off the
Like,
hook
my
and
thing
walk out
is,
alive for the
just look what
shoplifter.
happened. Look at how the energy was. Jumping on the hood, get the fuck out of the car. Number one, that's how you greeting the shoplifter, allegedly.
Yeah.
That's how you greeting. Like, you at a job, that's your professionalism. It's gonna be problems with me. You talk to me like that.
It's too many.
I'm not doing nothing you saying.
Too many white terrorists get off the hook without being killed for the white.
I'm not doing nothing you saying. You trying to arrest me like
Get
that.
shot. And it's probably whatever she took, being that she ain't had. It's probably something that was only worth a good under a good $20.
Respect go a long way, man.
Yeah, I hear exactly what y'all saying. But she wouldn't. First off, she wouldn't have been in the situation if she didn't steal some shit. And she know the police out here killing niggas for petty shit.
We not saying
and she
that.
gonna get in. Let me. It has to be said though. She gonna get in the car with the shit, try to get away. The police come up to her, tell her to get out the car, and you have to do what the police. No, you have to do what the police say to do.
No, that's not worth you losing your life.
Get out the car when the police walk. When two police officers come to your car and they tell you get out the car like 25 times. Get out the car. Even if you stole the shit, own up to the shit, because you don't want to put yourself in a situation to where you push the gas when a police officer is standing in front of the car. He got and he got the gun pointed at you. He shouldn't kill you.
He should.
But you should know that there's a possibility that gun is gonna go off.
He should kill you.
You basically trying to kill him.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's my point. My point is, before that even happened to where she pulled off, a level of professionalism could have been showed. When you said it was two officers, right? The one officer that already had his gun out that was talking to her, the second officer could have been writing down all the vehicle information, not saying nothing.
But now they gotta waste man hours and find this
over
bitch.
a dead body.
They gonna waste a lot of man hours getting up that body though.
That's true.
With a baby. This is a pregnant black woman.
He shouldn't have resorted to pulling the gun now. He probably did
That's
it for
my whole point.
Yeah, he shouldn't have resorted.
It should have been a level of professionalism.
But if you was in that situation, would you have got out the car? Or would you have known like police be shooting motherfuckers and shit?
It's different.
If it was a white woman, would have did that?
A white woman got shot like that a few weeks ago.
But she wasn't
because she
doing
made
that.
the wrong move in the car and the dude shot her. I almost shot. Y'all want to see that video?
Yeah, we can. She made the wrong move in the car.
It happens to white people too. Is my point.
No, but
it's not a BLM moment.
But
she did. They both did some stupid shit.
But it happens quicker to black folk than it does any other folk.
No, actually, more white people get killed by police than black people.
I
More.
didn't say that. I didn't say that.
2 years ago, more people got struck by lightning than got shot by the police.
I didn't say.
For the year 2022, there have been 12 unarmed black people shot and killed by the police. 12. And if we look at the National Weather Service, there have been 19 people struck by lightning and died in 2022. There is legitimately more people getting struck by lightning and dying than black people are being shot and killed by the police. Spare me.
None of that. I said it happens quicker to black folk.
I don't know if that's true, bro.
Yeah, I do. For a fact.
Let me see if I can find.
Have you ever been a victim of police brutality? Any police?
No.
Well, see, that's the difference.
Actually, the police saved my motherfucking life one time.
I don't know cops for that at all.
That's what I'm saying. We both can have different experiences with the police.
Exactly. You know? So my point to you would be, they definitely harm us faster than they do any other folk. Like,
why do you think that is?
Because it's proof. Here's the proof.
I didn't ask you for proof. I'm agreeing with you.
I got you.
I feel that they feel we have a inside hatred of them and will react.
I doubt that.
I think a lot of them are scared.
I doubt that. I think I can agree with that with some of them. But for me, if they had a black kid, white kid, Mexican kid walking together, Chinese kid, add all the kids together, they're going to assume the black kid did everything that somebody said happened. Every time. Anytime it's an issue, they're going to always point out the darker skinned child. That's just what they do. I've grown up looking at it. I've been a victim of it. I'm not saying this happens to everybody. I'm just saying when it comes to the law, is more of us locked up because we get picked on the most. And that now has led to death.
Listen up. The soap you shower with?
They killing us.
You probably haven't even questioned what bar soap.
What do you got in there?
Look at this.
What do you got in there, man? What do you got in there? What do you got
But check it out, though.
Look. Now he took the gun out.
Newly released body camera video shows a deadly shooting in Colorado after.
What do you got in there, man? What do you got in there? What do you got there?
Look, where's the fucking and all that?
Newly released body camera video.
You ain't saying get the fuck out the car and all that like he did to that black
He was
woman?
talking to her nicely before that.
When?
But he didn't talk to the black woman nicely.
That's what I'm saying.
Did he?
No.
Do we need to watch both videos side by side?
I don't, even when he's frantic right here, he's not cursing. Even when he's in a position of fleeing, he's still not cursing.
He was just a nice guy.
Duran initially refuses to roll down the window.
Listen, look.
Eventually, Duran gives
What a
in
gun
and
at?
puts the window down.
I'm looking at him. His hand on his
refuses
gun.
to answer
It
the
all boils
officer's
down to
questions.
they need better training.
Period.
Because we don't have that type of stuff happening over here.
Period.
They definitely need better training.
Period.
They don't. It don't take much to be a police officer.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
The first action should not be you putting your hand on the gun.
It shouldn't be. It should be protecting and serving, right? And if you're supposed to protect and serve, what are you protecting and serving? The civilians. So if we happen to have an infraction and you roll up on us, why are you approaching us like a criminal?
Yeah, off the top.
Off rip. Off rip.
I mean, she was a criminal though.
Come on.
She had
bro.
just stole some
Come
shit.
on, bro.
So to say,
Come on,
it
bro.
might not even been her. It might not.
Well,
even
okay,
been her.
put yourself in the
Police officer
in the
shoes.
police officer's shoes. You don't know what type of criminal this is. You just got a call saying a person stole some shit.
Man.
You don't know if they got a gun.
Knock on the car. Hey, ma'am, can you stay right here for a second? We trying to figure out something just happened in the store. Can't nobody move right here. Period.
Simple.
Okay, what if they knew for a fact who it was?
That's cool. We're gonna be strategic on how we get her out the car. We're not gonna have a gun to scare you from getting out the car.
But he pulled out the gun after they said get out the car like 10 times or some shit.
The second guy had his gun out the entire time.
Okay. I'm just playing devil's advocate here. If you didn't do anything, why would you refuse to get out the car the first time?
Because you fucking with me. You know that. You know how
But
you
that's
feel.
like everybody.
You've been there.
That's
You've been
like
there.
the police are a reality of society that you have to deal with in certain
I ain't
situations.
fucking with them, bro.
And you have to know if she would have just got out, if she would have just made the decision to get out of the car the first time they asked, and she didn't steal, that shit, she would be alive and pregnant right now.
Well, let's say, okay, look, let's say she stole. Let's just leave it up.
He showed you it's a law in that state. You got to do what the fuck the police say. That's just a reality of life now. You know what I'm saying? They have power to make you do shit, and you should probably do it.
There's laws that say you don't have to do a lot of that stuff, though.
I wouldn't roll the dice is what I'm saying.
Not being black, no.
That's my point. Like,
I mean,
we
it
know
depends
how
if you-
shit go on, you know, like, so I'm compliant.
But look at that though.
Basically saying she playing with the wrong fire.
But
she was playing around too
but
much.
that's the lesson. Look what you just said. Look what the systematic belief is now. If I don't listen to them, they gonna kill me. That's a systematic belief. I got that in my song. I got a song called New Crackers. I got that right in my song, bro. That's exactly what I mean, bro. Like, they're gonna kill you regardless, whether if your back turned or whether if it's in your car or whether if you running from them or running towards them.
Got a sneaker bar.
Well, they got laws in certain states like you can't shoot a man running away.
Yeah, but how that's gonna stick? You gonna get 2 weeks with pay and then be back on the force in 2 months. We talk about
not if they can actually prove you shot a man in the
it
back.
It don't matter if you shoot him in the back or not. All they gonna do is run up to you, turn you over, and shoot you in the front.
We've seen that.
Like, we got smart police officers. We got intelligent officers.
So y'all saying like police are inherently like racist and we should defund them?
I
I'm
didn't say
not
that.
saying
I said they abuse.
but I'm saying there's a bunch of them that are.
I'm saying they abuse
They need
power.
better training.
I'm saying they abuse power.
Thanks for watching this clip of the Quote Goats podcast. I truly hope you enjoyed yourself and maybe even learned something new. If you haven't already, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so that you never miss a clip, short, or full episode of the show. See you guys next time. Peace.